Yeah. Well, thank you.
Morning, hello. Good morning. All these sandwiches. That's what we're making. Yeah, that's what we're doing with this good morning.
Welcome to Pastry.
Good morning. Oh, all these good desserts.
Welcome to Pastry.
Morning. They're making a dough. They can make their own dough. Morning. Something's smelling good already. Good morning. Good morning.
Coffee station, ice cream station, and in-room dining station here.
Oh, okay.
When you step, when you're going up.
Good morning. This is Pinnacle Restaurant. Good morning. Good morning.
You want a crab cake? You got it? Uh-huh. Thank you. That's it. Good?
That was actually my last contract was with them. On those ships, they are playlist productions, so everyone's a singer-dancer there. The dancers are holding harmonies while singing, everyone's mic'd. So it's different on different cruise lines. So for that one, they want to do triple threats. So they have everyone singing, dancing, and acting. On there, they also have pyro on stage, so there's fireworks and everything. Terrifying. It was like the worst rehearsal process, but they're all about the spectacle and everything. The dancing's not really that complicated, it's more commercial style. They do like 80 shows and things like that. The other lines I've worked for, they're also about spectacle as well. You'll see like aerial stuff up in the air and things like that. But every cruise line offers something different, so depending on what you're looking for, but I feel like they are stepping up their entertainment game. Every cruise line you go to, it's a completely different show, and it's like, it's fun. I've loved the 4 different cruise lines I've worked for because it's always been something different and it's a learning process every single time.
Holland America has quite an array of shows. For those of you that have cruised on other ships and some of you that have not, some of our other shows across the fleet have aerial as well. So people that are flying through the air and whatnot. On our newest ship, the New Statendam, the theater, as well as the Koningsdam, our two newest ships, the theater is actually in the round, so you can sit almost entirely around it, as well as they've added LED panels. So you really are immersed into the scene as it's happening on stage. You're sitting there and these LED panels are covering the walls, and it's as if you are in.
All seem to fit, so, you know, how do you get the right size for the right dancer at the right time? You know, that's
We
gotta be
perfected the
a
art
whole-
of stopping time.
No, but I'm just saying, so do you guys do your own costume changes, or do you have staff there to help you with the hair and with this and with that?
There were a few particularly quick changes that it is all hands on deck, and many of our, what we lovingly call men in black, are our stage assistants who are awesome. They're the real MVPs, so if you see them, give them high fives because they're awesome. Occasionally they'll help us out, but most of the changes are just, you can be self-efficient about it. You just kind of have to think through, okay, what goes next? First pants, then shirt. Yeah, luckily, especially the women, were just going from dress to another dress, which isn't too terribly difficult. But I know for some of the guys, they have to change a complete three-piece suit to a tux, so it's a little bit more difficult. But we've got it down to a science, and we have just enough time, and everyone helps.
Their pants had to go back on, and they were a little tighter. So, I mean, obviously, everything is there, and it's amazing to look at and amazing to eat as well. But we also are on for 7 months, so that chocolate cake will be here today, and it will also be here next week, and it will be there the following week and the week after that. So we don't have to eat it today. You all will leave, so you have to eat it today. But all of our contracts are different. Each of us is paid differently depending on a number of things, whether we're singing, whether we're dancing, what the show package includes, how many years you've been with the company, etc., etc. So like the list goes on and on. We don't know what each other is paid, and it's better off that way. We just keep it that way. That's kind of that. As far as longevity,
I think it kind of goes back to what Rob was saying. We all kind of live a gypsy lifestyle, or our career is more freelance based. So we go from contract to contract, and as I was mentioning, we don't have a lot tying us down at this stage of our lives, which makes traveling, working at sea, appealing at the moment.
Backstage tour. If everybody will go up the stairs to your right, we will open it up for you.
This way.
We'll see you back there.
Please be careful, use the handrails as you're coming up, and just be cautious, don't touch any buttons.
Oh no. Skin, oh no.
It's spectacular.
So this is the men's costume closet. With
So
all
this is the wig
costumes.
you wear in room?
That's the wig he wears, yeah. This is
yeah.
my station here. But these are the costume closet for the guys, all the props and everything. And depending on you believe it.
You guys do a great job.
So this is classic Robin.
All the guys. This is our stuff over here, and all the girls have their costume closet down there. They're much bigger. No, same size.
Wow, smaller than I expected.
But it does the job, so.
Hey.
These are smaller strips, so it really takes space.
Yeah.
Yes. But during our install team, the wardrobe team that comes with us from the production company is kind of responsible for making.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming. How about that?
Oh, that was good.